Okay. Sorry guys, we're experimenting with new tech and other technology running at the same time. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Sorry about that. I had a friend and technician people here, so they're doing all kinds of stuff to... You could probably guess, those of you that understand the thing that's been going on since August, there's stuff going on behind the scenes as always. But anyway, this is a filler stream, so hope you guys enjoy playing FZERO with me, or the opportunity to play FZERO. I don't really know how this works. But thank you for watching some of the uploads today, and sorry for not being around since 3 o'clock. Also, update on Amber's computer, it is dead. The hard drive is fried, so I ordered 2 new hard drives. My friend told me that I can pop in 2 hard drives that'll maybe prevent this from happening again. So I'm going to try to send the hard drive over to Travis again, because he was able to do data recovery when even Geek Squad and Pennsylvania repair place were unable to recover the data of the other laptop that died at the beginning of the year because of Amber reasons. This laptop is actually not Amber's fault. The hard drive just died. Like, it could have been... There was a lot of thunderstorms lately. There was all kinds of stuff. It just, you know, overheated and then it's not necessarily her fault this time. So, anyway, let's get into some FZERO races. Now, because of all the weird stuff that's being done, I can't do time codes. So if you guys want to become chapter team or time code team, you know... that would help me out tremendously, because I've got all kinds of weird stuff all over me. So I can do this though. Okay. So let's get into this. FZERO. Oh, this game is highly addictive, personally, but it's still not better than regular FZERO. I know people are like, oh, it's better than nothing. It's like, yes, that is correct. It is better than nothing. But it could have been better. How's my day been? Very long. Very, very long. And I might be having issues with the new cat. Or I've somehow finally gotten the T-virus. Because I'm just... I want to say it's cat related. But I won't know until I get tested, and Amber doesn't want me to get tested because we don't have the insurance for it. And now, in order to get the T-test, you have to do the, especially the good one, you have to have insurance. Which is weird, because like, they were made a big stink about, oh, everybody needs to be tested and all this other stuff, and then it's not really a conspiracy theory, it's kind of a fact. When they get the person that they want in office, then they stop telling the general public what's actually going on. And they just kind of like, oh, everything's fine, when everything's not fine. It's just, they're not making a big deal about it anymore. Until, you know, the next election, and then who knows what they're going to do. I could do one of those home test things, but those aren't 100% accurate, more than the swab test. That they, you know, they test liquid and other stuff inside your nose, which is a higher percentage of, you know, finding out right away. I died. Wow. But I do feel like I'm experiencing allergy symptoms as well. But I haven't had cat allergies in 20 years. So this is a new sensation. Like the song. A new sensation. You are needed. It looks like. Hi, opponent. Oh, why would I... Yeah, I'm gonna detonate. I'm good. Just destroy me. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Maybe that one program's actually doing something now. I had a new thing installed last night. But... Oh, died again. My gosh, my head. Okay, let's go. So yeah, if you guys can keep those likes up, that'd be fantastic. We're gonna try to do a special event next. And how you play with me is, well, you play FZERO, and then chances are you'll end up being popped into where I am, perhaps. I don't know. It's kind of I raced against OH and some other people a few days ago. It was all kind of, you know, random. But, I mean, you have an opportunity, there's 100 people, so chances are you might get in, you might not. All depends. All depends. So usually when about like 140 people randomly pop in, that's when this stuff tends to start happening. If it goes from like 70 viewers all of a sudden to 150, that means a bunch of trolls have popped in, and then usually that's when the spikes start happening. At least according to the stuff that's been installed. Alrighty. This is always fun doing stuff in front of people that aren't your normal co-hosts. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright. I still have this annoying red falcon thing. Oh my gosh. I feel bad that I'm not very good at this. Like, I used to be amazing at FZERO, FZERO X, all this other stuff, and then you get a bunch of people who never played FZERO, and because it's now a battle royale game, they smoke you. And it's like, you're like that old man on the course, like, you know, shaking his stick at people. Yeah, as people pass him by. In my day, you had to worry about being slammed up against the wall, not the youngins like doing their spin attacks while you're just trying to take a turn. Young whippersnappers. Their battle royale games, they wouldn't be able to play the original F-Zero. No, they would retire. The dead wind would take care of them, yes sirree. They'd end up getting exploded, you know, trying to take that turn too quickly or take that jump and think they can make it. I haven't seen enough people explode anymore. The new safe is 90. Well, I'm 84. I'd like to be more than that, though. Alright, I'll take 70. Jeez, I don't like that. Ah! Okay, so where's my time limit? I have no. Okay, I'm at 66. No! Then I have to deal with all these owl yahoos coming near me. Knowing your luck because you're here today, like everything's gonna be, yeah. It's always the past couple days that have been just so annoying. And that one company wanted to charge me basically like an arm and a leg. It was insane. I was like, you want how much? For doing what? One trace was what? I was like, You didn't even catch him. All you did was just, they provided information about like where they probably were and were able to conclude that one of the people is actually smart enough using a bot network or like, whatever. And then a couple people were not very intelligent and had a breadcrumb trail go back to an IPv6 IP address. So, but it all depends what that company is going to do. 'Cause it's out of my hands. Yeah, exactly. But I still think it's a bunch of rich kids with issues in California, if the ping back is any indication of that. Because I was talking to another guy, and you could just nod or let me know, but he said basically, based on the megabyte size, that they would have to spend in order to do that kind of stuff to us. They have to be dropping a lot of money. Because you've seen what our, the equipment is here, yeah. So, wow, 50th place, yeah. No, not bad, yeah, not bad. Alright, let me open Mr. Phone here. That way at least I can see the chat because I'm blind as a bat. Well, at least I am I always wondered if I'm actually funny doing this, but I got a dude here, like, doing his best to keep his composure while I'm doing my thing, so maybe I should start that whole stand-up thing. Alright. Your thoughts on the Ace Attorney Apollo, your top 50 at least. Yeah, I mean, top 50 is not bad. Top 50 is not bad at all. I'll take that. You prefer having a completely new F-Zero? Me too, Kate. Me too. You can super boost. I can, Ben. K-Wing, what do you think will happen if there's a next Jedi Survivor game? It'll probably do well, because other Jedi games have been doing pretty phenomenally well. No bites yet. Alright, let's continue the special event thing. Now, hopefully I can actually get a better skin, because that would be nice. Luke, ever since you did not stream for 4 and has been busy, it will be in my notes. What'll be in your notes? What is that supposed to mean? That's ominous. It'll be in my notes, because you didn't stream. I had equipment installed, yo. I had things done. Also, we were trying to save my data from the laptop that we originally... I mistakenly thought that Amber broke it because the way she described the incident to me and how I described to Omen tech support, it sounded like she, you know, especially when the computer was trying to do a system restore, she shut it off in the middle of system restore. And then after that, I wasn't even able to get into the BIOS of the computer. And the tech guy was kind of like, just letting you know, because I had to pay the guy $50, like on the phone. He's like, your warranty expired, so, and he was, you know, some guy from another country, so it was basically like, I'm sorry, sir, but I have to inform you that your warranty has expired, and we will do everything we can. The first thing I need you to do is hold on to the computer and hold in the power button for 3 seconds. Are you doing that now, sir? Yes, I am doing that. Good, great, excellent. And where am I speaking you from? Oh, I am across the way. Don't need to worry about that. Now, next thing I need you to do, tell me what you see. Black screen. Oh, that is not good. Yes, I kind of see that. Black screen bad, right? Oh, yes, very bad, very bad. So here's what we are going to do next. What I need you to do is hold in the power button for 3 seconds. Now I need you to extend your index finger and your thumb and hold in the Windows button along with the B button. And we are trying to get into the BIOS feature. Do you know what that is, sir? What a BIOS? What is that? Oh, this is going to be very hard for me to explain. Just press the button, tell me what you see. He's like, okay, I did that. And he's like, okay, good. Now, tell me what all this is. I was like, what? He says, yes, I need you to click this F11 and F12 and F8. Also hold in this button. I'm just like, dude, slow down. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not speaking proper English. I'm like, no, I understand you, but this code you're speaking of is very confusing. I'm not a tech person. He's like, okay, what we're going to do is I can actually see what you're doing. I'm like, there's a camera in my house? He's like, no, no, no. He says, I can see the camera through your phone. I was like, I'm being wiretapped. He's like, calm down, sir. Just turn on the phone camera. Point it at the screen. I can see everything you're doing. Yes, perfect. Okay, after looking at your computer, it is dead. Thank you for calling. Then he hangs up on me and I'm like, what? So then I had to call someone else and go through a other spiel from like somebody that sounded like he was from Russia. He's like, yes, let me help you. Okay, my name is Boris and I will be here for some time. I'm going to turn on computer, on phone, and we take picture. And then you are going to click this and this. Okay. And then after 10 minutes with Boris there, he's like, alright, it appears that computer is dead. So here's what we do. Do you have flash drive? I was like, what? He says, flash drive. I was like, what? He says, USB device you plug into computer. I said, oh, no, I don't have one of those. He's like, what? I said, yeah, I have portable hard drives. And he's like, niet. He says, you need flash drive. And I'm just thinking this whole time, is there like anyone I can speak to that's American? Because I'm pretty sure it was bounced to India, and now I'm over in either the Ukraine or Russia. I didn't say that out loud, I said it in my head. Because it's like, I'm trying to listen to all these guys, and he's like, okay, after looking at computer very carefully, I have discerned computer is dead. So what we try to do is we do Windows install, but you lose all software. Do you have software to reinstall, sir? And I said, I have important Photoshop and tax stuff on here that I just got because I have to turn in my taxes by the 16th of October because we got an extension because my mother-in-law passed away. And he's like, I'm very sorry for loss. But he says, computer also going to have funeral. And I was like, what? He says, yes, it is no good. He says, you send to us, we make brand spanking new, or you do self. You decide. And I was like, I'm gonna need some time. He's like, well, he says, it is husk. He says, you do whatever you want with husk. He says, you get shoebox, you put in backyard, but he says, probably have chemicals inside, so be very bad for you to bury in backyard. And he says, also, depending on where state you live, it has things inside, so you can't just dump it. He says, also, people might pick out of dumpster and take personal information if drive's still good. But, you know, it was like all this stuff being bounced around by different people. And then I call my friend Jesse, and Jesse's like, yeah, he says, I can come look at it. And then Jesse came, and he looks at the hard drive, and he also said it was dead. He tried to do this thing where he took the hard drive out, and he looked at it. And long story short, with Amber's computer, I had to order 2 hard drives. 2 different ones. And we're going to pop those in on Tuesday. Because Jesse's going to come back, or he'll be here Tuesday or Wednesday or something, and get that Amber's computer up and running. And then we were poking around with the old desktop from 2017 upstairs. The one that the last video was made on there was Spider-Man 3 series that we did for the Let's Play channel. So that was a long time ago. But I got the Wi-Fi working on there, and coincidentally, the Photoshop that we used on that computer, Amber's favorite Photoshop, CS6, is still on there. Not the awful new Photoshop that you have to have a, what do you call it? A subscription for. Like, yeah, you pay like, it was like 20 bucks a month or something for. So that was back in the day where as a student, when she was a graphic artist, they gave you a discount and you got the whole software. No matter what happened, you got to keep the software. So all our old Photoshop files from the early days of Kwings Let's Plays, like 2012 through 2017, is on that machine. But then, lo and behold, I figured out that that giant thing that we got on the floor is actually either the server or the old firewall from Boston. But I don't know how to turn that thingy on, or it doesn't have a monitor attached to it or anything. It's just this big husk thing that Travis built for us like years ago. And either it's just a giant server or it's a firewall. I'm not really sure. But it doesn't matter anyway, because he actually got in touch with me. We talked for a little while, which is good. And he told me about this amazing firewall he wants me to get, but it's going to cost me quite a bit. So, I mean, I needed business expenses this year, but I thought that would cover, like, things that were super important. Now I got to buy, like, basically grade A industry firewalls and get those installed because of a bunch of rich kids with issues. You know. Which, even once that's done, it's not like I'm not gonna go after those people anyway. It's just, I'll be able to stream better. But I'm still, I mean, not me personally, the ISP is still going after them because they cost them a lot of money in damages because they breached their equipment. And from what I remember, just talking to the guy, ballpark figure, the dude said, regular American guy, someone locally, was talking about like the amount of damages that were done to their systems from all these like attacks. And he said ballpark figure just for August, we're looking for damages up to $200,000. So that's why they're going after these people. That's just for the month of August. They continue to do it in September, and they're going to roll on probably another 200 grand or whoever else. I don't know. So, participating in Night League. Cool. So we can go to a Grand Prix in 5 minutes? Okay, well, I guess I'm going into another league. Let's do it. Oh, my gosh. I appreciate you coming out here on a Sunday. Thank you very much. Okay. And of course, everything is quiet as a church mouse. Oh, that is hilarious. All this equipment hooked up. It's like Star Trek Enterprise in here. Blinking lights and very quiet equipment, though. Grand Prix ends in 5 minutes. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Top 80 to advance. Alrighty, let's do this. Sadly, I'm not in the same race as you. That's okay. Yeah, just remember, guys, that this game is free to play. It's part of the Nintendo Switch Online 99 thingy, so chances are you might actually be in a Grand Prix with me or any other race, because anything can happen. Because it's a Battle Royale thing. You could also end up being my rival unintentionally, too. So, yay! I don't know. I would have preferred a classic F-Zero game, personally. But, I mean, if this somehow paves the way for a new F-Zero, I guess it's okay, but it's just basically... I told this to a friend of mine, too. This game feels like it's FZERO Super Nintendo with mods. Like, back when people used to take their old Super Nintendo games for emulators, yeah, and then you would mod them and add new features or new levels or skins for characters, all kinds of stuff. And then you would, you know, show it off to your friends. Hey, look what I did to this Super Nintendo game, man. I incorporated this stuff that was never in it. Hacks, yeah! Cool beans. That character was never in it. Yeah, totally. I put him in. Doesn't it look cool? Yeah, but doesn't that crash the game? Nah. It's not really the real game anymore. It's my version. Yep. Whoa! Alright, I need to get to... What do I need to qualify? 80 something? Oh, 80? As in 80-80? Oh, crap. I got my work cut out for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't time me out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whoa! Alright, there we go. 80. Final lap. Magic number. It's going to be a tough fight to stay in... Uh-oh. Alright, I'm in 70s. Whoa! Safe rank. Safe rank. I'm trying. Uh-oh. Power down. Don't power down. Oh, am I going to blow up? Oh, no! Woo! I almost blew up! That was awesome! Alright, so I qualified. That's good. That's good. Whew! One rival down. Okay. Alright, alright. You're level 4? Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, guys, get those likes up. I can't see my likes at all, so make sure you get those likes up. We've probably been at 30 minutes. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay, you're close to 100 likes. Alright, you're doing good, you're doing good. Mostly, yeah. Almost 30 minutes in. Yeah, not bad, not bad. See how it jumped up, though? Yeah, so usually when this happens, that's when, because haters come in and then... That's my normal routine. When it jumps up like that, that's when it starts. I should really have like some type of phone thing connected to show the security people, especially like when it's. But I don't like having webcams on it, or even like, talking to that tech support guy, and I had to turn on my phone camera. It was kind of creepy. It was like, this dude can see my house. Like, maybe they started doing that because of the pandemic. I don't know, but it did make the tech support go easier, but at the same time, it was also kind of like, you know, wow. I mean, this is just like sending the computer to them in person because this is what they're gonna do. But of course, you know, outside of like actually taking apart the computer. Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoa! Whoa! No! 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 Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Should you like? Yes, you should like the video. If you don't like this spiel for me, you should like. Alright, guys, 91. Let's go. 10 away. I mean, 9 away. Doggone it. And we got some fan activity here. You get a heart. Whoop. There we go. Everybody likes hearts. I shouldn't have all these things open, though. I don't really need all those things open. And thank you again, guys, for watching the, whatchamacallit, the one thing. Thank you for watching the upload thing that I did, yeah. That thing. You earned 42 points! Yay! But I've lost, and I don't... Oh, not enough tickets to participate. Boo! Boo! Well, I lost. Special event time! This game is addictive. Yeah, Premiere, whatever you call it. You want a heart? Lol. Super Chats get hearts now. I can actually give people hearts. So that's kind of a nice feature. It's like, somebody gives a Super Chat, then I can hit that little... That's a new feature, I think. And it's okay to keep this other stuff running. Okay. Alrighty. Pink team versus green team. And is there anything that I can buy legally, quotation marks, that could trace people myself? Like when I'm streaming? Okay, alright. Nope, that's good. I was actually talking to somebody else. He was like, I could trace the hackers too, but I'd go to jail. And I'm like, why? He says, well, that's vigilantism. It's like, so what's the difference between you and the security team that I hired? He's like, well, that's their job. It's like, but they're doing the same thing as you could. He's like, right. But he says, I don't want to go to jail, Luke. It's like, but they're the bad guys. You would be a hero. He says, not in the eyes of the law, I would be. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. They're doing bad stuff, and then you find them, and then you send the cops after them. It's like a reverse swatting. Kind of. Except it's a good one because they're actually bad guys, you know? It's not like you lie about what they're doing. You're like, hey, we found some hackers. This is their address. Go get them! And it's not like you're making the arrest. The police are doing it. You know? But apparently then they can counter and be like, oh, this person did this to find my location and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, but you were doing bad stuff first. So, I don't know. That's why I prefer vigilante stuff over other things. Because I would totally do that. I'd be like, I get you personally, son. But somebody was telling me there is a way to do it, and I'm contemplating it, but they said you have to have amazing security in order to go after these people so they don't find you. So you basically have to be like in Fort Knox of security. And he says, I'm not going to explain how to do it, but he says it is possible. But he says, you still get caught, you go to jail. It's like the movie National Treasure. Someone's got to go to jail. Whether you're the good guy or the bad guy. It's like, that's stupid. They need to ratify that. Because with the pandemic, there's been so many increases in cyber crimes and computer fraud, and the police actually don't handle that. It's the FBI. Which is weird, because you would think that would actually be under the police's jurisdiction, but it's not. It's either the U.S. Marshals or it's the FBI. Because it crosses state lines, yeah. It involves other states, exactly. Yeah. You know your stuff. Cool beans. Woo! 35, let's go. That was a good run. No. No, later, Gator. It's not worth it, buddy. I've got an agency that's going after these people. Problem is they're expensive. I don't want to tell you how expensive, but they're expensive. But oh yeah, victory! My team won. Haha! Go Pink! Wait, I thought it was 35. It gave me 42. Oh, that's my ranking. Okay, all right. And not another ticket. All right. Yeah. I didn't even make an announcement that I was actually having people here, so it's just maybe they ran out of money for the weekend. Should have had it yesterday, or Friday. Friday was pretty bad too. Friday, Saturday. I've noticed a pattern of it. You're in the same team? Cool. Oh yeah, keep those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I am now, what team am I? I am earn points for pink team to victory. I can do that. Alright, how are the likes doing? Oh, come on guys, they're still at 96. We are almost 30 minutes into the stream. Let's go. Hustle up. I'm literally driving a pink car for you. What more do you want? Pink Falcon car. Whoop. Whoop. Boost! 4 laps left. Wait, oh, I'm still pretty low back here. We'll stay up with these guys. Ouch! But not that far. Uh-oh. 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 I'm not ready to retire. Whoa! I guess doing those upgrades to Windows 11 might have helped as well. I don't know. But also, I want to make sure that after the stream we check and make sure that one feature is disabled on the router as well. Okay. Yeah. Whoop. 40! Yeah! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Uh-oh, that dude's about ready to blow up. I'm about ready to blow up! Ah! Oh, it's gonna be close! Woo! Safe is the new 80. Or 80 is the new safe. 85. Alright, so I want to get higher than that. Higher and higher. I'd like to stay in the 50s or 40s if I can. Whoop! I got 50-something. Eh. This game is awesome. This game is fun. The audio is being weird. What do you mean the audio is being weird? Explain. Everything looks fine on my system. Can you guys, Aw, green team won. We were on the same team and we won. We didn't win. We did not win, Super Yoshi. But thank you for the super chat. You get a heart. Whoop. Yeah, this game is better than I thought. I would agree to that. Thank you for the super chat. We hit 104 likes. Nice job, everybody. I really appreciate that. Okay, green team won. Boo. Well, my rank went up a little bit. Team ranking 40. I was 45 before. Okay. Any tickets? No. Ticket denied. Ticket denied. No. Oh, the thing I hate about that one computer going down is now I have to gather all the tax information again, and I was almost done. Because Amber, my wife, was stressing about it. And then over the past, like, 2 nights, I've been compiling all that stuff together. Because I already gave them half a payment, like, back in April. And we asked for an extension because my mother-in-law passed away, and my wife had her surgery. And then, I had everything, because she was freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, now the landlord saga is over. She's like, you know, we have this to do. And I said, relax, it's not until the 16th. She's like, well, I don't think you're going to do it till the last minute. So to prove her wrong, I started doing it. And I was almost done. I had all the charts ready and everything like that. And then the computer is gone now. And it's just like, that was like 3 nights of my life. And the headaches that I got from doing that. Plus, I have a new cat now, so that thing was causing issues over the past, like, you know, 3 days. So, I mean, it's just like, I just can't get a win. And now, when I'm specifically trying to catch a bunch of weirdos, and I have all this stuff here, they're not here! Sorry. This is why I talk to my YouTube content creator friends. I have the worst luck in the world. I do, because it's like, you know, I don't know. And I ran everything that I possibly could on this computer. I'm probably still, you recommended like a smaller, like $500 thing for streaming. I'm probably gonna not junk this, but I'm not gonna use it for streaming anymore after like this month. And see if, you know, maybe there is some type of tunnel software on that I'm not aware of. But I don't understand how that would have gone on there, but I don't know. Whoop. Because I was speaking to the USB, or the ISP, and they have I have high contacts there now after this whole situation. And they were telling me, like, they do maintenance at, like, starting at 3 or 4 in the morning. So I'm not streaming past usually 2 in the morning. so I wouldn't get any updates or interference or maintenance from their lines during those times. So when my 12 a.m. streams, especially like the one from a couple days ago, was just getting like destroyed, while the security people were tracing that, which was a good night for them, but horrible night for me because it was a sponsored Ubisoft stream, and I can't post that. And even Ubisoft asked me, don't play our game again until, you know, you can actually stream it without it looking like that, because that reflects poorly on our game. It's like, well, technically, I mean, there's nothing wrong with your game, and there's nothing wrong with my internet, but it's like, to explain the cyber attacks, it's very difficult, you know, because it's like, well, don't you have stuff installed for that? It's like, yeah, but now I gotta get more expensive stuff. Ugh. I don't know what place I was, but I think I did better. Dun, 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 dun. You always thought we were gonna get... Hey, Prince the Second! Haven't seen you in quite a while. Why do I think my case will make national news? Because there's probably 20 people involved. For one. Defeat again. It's a very rare thing because, like, YouTubers don't get... You have to understand that these type of attacks happen to enterprise companies. They don't happen to YouTubers usually. And our ISP is reporting over 20,000 attacks or breaches through our modem from these hackers. So, I mean, because we have up to 60,000 attacks on one stream the other day. Like, the modem was recording 60,000 attempts over the span of... what was it? About 2.5 hours on the one Ubisoft stream. That is a 75% drop rate. With the upload going down to 0001. And like, almost enough to fry the modem or something. So, it would make national coverage because it's known as computer fraud. As well as a Christian couple is being bullied by... I can't say who they are, people of interest. And, you know, we're losing income. The ISP is reporting losses, and the ISP is actually the one who's speaking with the feds. So, I mean, once they get off their butt and actually go after these people, whenever that is, I don't know how that works. I don't know if the U.S. Marshals are going to get involved. I don't know anything. All I know is that they're basically getting discovery. They're going to be seizing my modem this week. So they're going to be coming and taking the modem. And, you know, if this turns out there's a lot of people involved, it's a new type of crime. That's usually DDoSing was just used to kind of mess with streamers' gameplay a little bit. But the point that they're trying to do is they're trying to completely deplatform us because they can't deplatform us. Because our audience is too loyal. Like, we literally have people come by and drop like $500 donations, $20 donations, you know, so they can't get the audience to leave, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent the audience from watching, which is illegal. It's cybercrime. So it would, you know, be picked up eventually by publications, especially if Keemstar gets involved, which I have emailed him about it. I don't know if he's gonna, you know, what he's gonna do about that, I don't know, but who knows. As well as I've talked to other drama channels, but they're watching the situation to see what happens. Because, I mean, it could all just stop. I mean, if these guys are smart, literally they had people chasing them. It's like the movie Catch Me If You Can. Like, they literally have people trying to get them, and yet they keep doing it. Which is stupid. Like, usually you would think you would burn your equipment and you'd flee the country because you could be facing up to 25 years in a federal jail. You know, and especially... the ISP is claiming damages of over $200,000 for just 1 month. And that's just 1 month. Once they get my modem, this modem goes all the way back to a year ago. So the DDoSing thing has been ongoing for, like, at least on this modem, for about a year. So, I mean, they've got a lot of details on that modem. There's a lot of data packed on there. That's why they want it, because they think they're trying to tie it to these people. And if these people aren't responsible for all this stuff from a year ago, they'll basically try to convict them of doing it a year ago just so they can get somebody. So, you know, It's a very complicated situation. But the good news is, the bad guys are going to go down eventually. It's just going to take time. But in the meantime, I'm going to take measures myself to try to protect us. But, whatever the internet company wants to do, or the feds, that's up to them. I have no... what's the word I'm looking for? I have no control, I have no insight, I have no timing, I don't know when anything's going to happen, when a sting or a raid, nothing. I know absolutely nothing. All I was told to do is cooperate. That's it. Which I have. I'm giving my modem up, so... there has been talks that they want to seize my laptop, which I said no to. Because I don't think, that's necessary, because I think the modem will tell them everything they need. So, also I'm going to give them data charts I have from YouTube proving it, as well as Google and YouTube are going to cooperate with me if it goes to the courts. So, I mean, I literally have everybody in my court, so to speak. Like, I've got YouTube is willing to cooperate with me, and Google. The ISP has my back. The security team is monitoring stuff. I've got stuff happening here. So, I mean, of course it would get national attention, which is weird because their whole thing is they're trying to silence us. So it's going to blow up in their face hilarious. That's the funny thing. Like, this could actually bring, the amount of, I guess kids would call it clout these days, or something else. The amount of attention that we get, it wouldn't matter that we're shadow banned, because more people would hear our name, and a lot of people who would sympathize with a young married couple being literally cyber terrorism for a year, and having our income and our lives, we're victims. So, I mean, that would make an amazing news story. So, let's see what happens, It is clout. Hey, Big J, how's it going? Oh, wow, green team won! Woohoo! Because, I mean, what's funny is the guy who stole... my gosh, what was it? He stole 3 months of our paycheck from YouTube and Google. In 2000... what was it? I'm trying to remember. Would have been holiday of 2014. So for 3 months, Amber and I had to live off our savings. And the guy who stole from us fled the country. And the last time that he was reported that anybody saw him was near Rome, and no one ever saw him again. But he stole what was supposed to... He worked at the network where our channel was, Kwingsletsplays, during the time of, I think it was Disney Infinity 2 or Disney Infinity 1, and Batman, either Batman Arkham Origins or Injustice content that we were uploading, that we were getting millions of views. So we had 3 months of our paycheck stolen, and that guy was smart and he fled the country with our money. We never got that money back. The FBI said they couldn't do anything. My network manager ended up losing his job. He lost his CMS, and that dude got away. But I mean, even though he did something bad, he left. What's so stupid is these moronic kids, or adults, or whoever they are that think they're smart. According to our information, they're still in the United States of America. Which means they're gonna get picked up. Oh my gosh. They think it's some game. I literally have people hear you, jokers. I have people going after you. It's not a game. I'm going to show up at your hearing and wave at you. Take pictures. Make vlogs. That would be an interesting vlog series, wouldn't it? Meeting my hackers face to face. Oh my gosh. That's the difference. Also, a lot of these people are usually most DDoS incidences, the reason why they become like so popular in the United States is they're actually happening from places like Pakistan, Istanbul, you know, and they're trying to usually like steal people's information or install programs or whatever. And what's happening is people are just trying to ruin, and it's not just me, there are other people that are doing this to other YouTubers as well. Like, it's a new way of basically deplatforming somebody you don't like. Because what happens is if the audience isn't able to watch their videos, the audience goes somewhere else. They always say, get better internet. I have to erase so many comments that we get saying, you know, you probably shouldn't live stream anymore because your equipment can't handle it. Or, you know, you should probably think about doing uploads again because your streams are always lagging. I can't watch your streams back. Your streams are skipping. The video playback's bad. I mean, that all does stuff to not only our reputation, but also we have very expensive equipment as YouTubers in order to make sure that streaming is almost like posting uploads. So when the cyber terrorism stuff happens, it ruins all that, and it also impacts... So, I mean, if we go to court, we can prove losses. Losses of subscribers, losses of growth, losses of revenue, and we have data and evidence to prove it going back years of when this stuff started. I have dates, I have times, I have graphs, I have everything I need, known as receipts, to bury people. So I'm not one of those people that just rolls over and like, aha, it's the internet. It's like, no, I will screw you over if I can find you. So, I mean, I'm a New Yorker. That's what we do. You mess with us, you mess with the business, then fair's fair. If I can get you fired from your job, I will. Some joker said he's a lawyer. You know, if I can get that guy disbarred, that'd make me feel real good. Because then he'll never be a lawyer again. Pretty stupid to tell me he's a lawyer. Because I'll find where he is. Talk to his boss and be like, hey, I got this guy's Twitter information here. You know he's tweeting this stuff about his personal beliefs? That's very communist-like. It says some pretty dangerous things that definitely reflects poorly on your company. Might want to consider looking into that. Also, you know, as a lawyer, the dude lies quite a bit. Also said he cheated some of his clients. Might want to look into that. And then chances are, you know, the guy gets disbarred, and then I sit back with some champagne and laugh. Be like, touche! He says he's a lawyer, but I think he's, what do they call it? I think he works at an attorney's office. My wife worked at an attorney's... He's probably like a paralegal or something. My wife worked at an attorney's office. And she worked at an insurance place. And she was a medical person, you know. Amber was like a jack of all trades, or... there isn't really a term for a woman that has a jack of all trades. She did a lot of stuff. She's really smart. She can do whatever she wants, pretty much. She decides to help me with the whole YouTube thing. I passed you in the game? I'm sorry, Gio. Amber is a wild card. Hey, Corey. Oh, yeah, Deanna. It's, that's why, I mean, they think they can impact my job. It's like, I've been asking for information about some of these people because it's like, hey, they want to harass me in my job, I'll get them fired at theirs. It's like, fair's fair. Why should they get immunity when they're coming to my place of work and bothering me? It's like, same rules apply. And especially, I don't think employers wanted to hear that their employees are doing some pretty shady, illegal stuff. Companies don't like that. They get spooked by that kind of stuff, because then they start looking into their own situation and be like, is this person actually stealing money from my company? What else are they doing? Maybe we should do an investigation on them. And chances are, some of these people that are doing like cyber crimes, they might actually be doing crimes at their own jobs. You know, lifting money from the register, they could be doing some insider trading. There could be all kinds of stuff going on. You know, it's like, I'm just kind of like the small flame that lights the candle. There could be, you know, these people could be bad to the core. I don't know. I still think they're just a bunch of rich California kids with lots of money and time. But we'll see if I get proved right. If it takes a year, it takes a year. I'll wait. I'm patient. I'm not going to stop. If the ISP says, hey, it's not happening anymore, you want to withdraw your complaint? Be like, nope. Keep the case open. I'm not backing down. In fact, if something mysteriously happened to me, I would have it in my will to go after these people. So, you'd be like, what's your last will and testimony? It's like, okay, Amber gets everything. Oh yeah, and this case stays open. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I want them to be hounded the rest of their lives. I want them to be chased. I want them to be, you know, constantly looking over their shoulder in fear. That's what I want. Vengeance. I want them to think every time they get pulled over for a speeding ticket that that guy's got a warrant for their arrest. That's what I want. That'd be funny. That's how I'd get my lulz. Anyway. I'm just annoyed because we got all these people here just for them today, and they don't show up. It's like being stood up by your date. I went through all this trouble to get prepared, and they're not here. Morons. Appreciate your time, though. Thank you. I want to know what's going on with Link and Zelda. Let's see. Link is upstairs. Zelda's downstairs with Amber. Amber knows I'm in a mood, so she doesn't want to be around right now. You didn't win, but you survived. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my goodness. One thing I'm gonna like is, I'm getting a new computer I'm gonna buy in September that no longer Zelda can interfere with. She's not gonna be able to interrupt the stream anymore. Because there's be no keyboard for her to jump on, which is gonna cause the laptop to shut off. It's a small little, beautiful little device that I was shown today. It's like $500, and it can do the same thing that my $1,900 laptop can do. Which is insane. Because this thing is a beast for streaming. Like, literally right now, gang, I'm using 0.4% of my CPU to live stream. And I'm live streaming at high quality 1080p. I'm not going to tell you the exact kilobytes per second, but it's higher than most people. So if I wanted to do 4K, I could. But the problem is, you guys know what happens. Zelda comes into the picture, jumps on the laptop. And right now, Link doesn't jump on the laptop. Link is a good boy, more or less. He sniffs it, but he doesn't jump or lie on it. In fact, he actually has the courtesy to lie next to the laptop when it's live streaming. He's been here for a couple live streams. Right now, Zelda and Link are doing shifts. But I'm getting rid of this laptop because, for one, I don't know if they have a backdoor program. I mean, I've spent all this money looking for a backdoor program, but the only safe thing to do is, once I get the new computer, is to completely erase this PC, do a fresh install, and even then I don't know if I'm ever going to use it for streaming again anyway. Because I don't know. But this new thing that I got coming, it looks pretty cool, and I owe it all to a friend of mine. And, you know, my my accountant lady has been getting on my back because we didn't have enough business expenses this year. So, I mean, now, you know, at the end of the year, that's what a lot of businesses do, is they're like, oh, end of the year, we need business expenses. So I looked at Amber, I said, you know, we got to do this. We got to buy that one thing, and we have to buy this thing. And it's like, we got to do it. So, do I want to do it? No, I don't want to do it, but I don't have any choice. Also, I mean, I love the idea of a cat jumping on that thing and it not frying my system. Because we've had times where Zelda has jumped on the computer, my cat, and she shut off the stream, which is super annoying. Now, the laptop is powerful enough for the thing to reboot pretty quickly. It has like a 5 to like 10-second restart, which is, you know, plenty of time window to get back onto YouTube without any problems. Especially boot up the stream again. But it would be nice if it's just like this little brick thing. It's like the size of a book, and no keyboard or anything for her to jump on. Yeah, I've been stood up today. I'm upset. Well, joke's on you. I'm not going to tell you how long they're here tonight. How's that? This is what it feels like to be stood up, doesn't it? Yeah. It does. It does. I got all my fancy stuff going. All these bells and whistles. Looks like the freaking Enterprise in here. And these lowlives don't even show up. I mean... That's why I told you, my luck sucks. It's gonna make me drive to drink. Oh yeah, I let a trap for them, Conan. Yeah. I did. I was unprepared the other night. When they did that Ubisoft stream. Yeah. I had the red carpet rolled out for them today. And they got cold feet. Lousy bums. They do show up. It's going to become like a CSI event, though, because then the fun begins. You don't have to say how long you stay. Just, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Especially this is a Saturday.
Sunday.
Ah, yeah, Sunday. Yeah. My concept of time is not good. I'm up all hours of the day that I don't even remember. I knew it was the weekend, but that makes sense. The good news is I got paid. That means I can get that. If you could leave the equipment information, that would be good for me, and then I'll try to get some of that stuff. Again, I appreciate your time coming out on the weekend. Oh well. Oh, you can grab a bite if you want, or do whatever you need to. I mean, it doesn't... Even then, you got all that stuff running anyway, so it's like, there's drinks, there's some pizza I ordered, and, you know, whatever you need. Ah. Yeah. Ah, fun day, guys. Fun day, fun day. Whoop. Oh, I'm about to blow up again. That ain't good. I'm about to blow up soon. 69. Uh-oh. 2 laps left. Okay, alright. Need to book it there. Oh, I'm addicted to this game. I could see another stream. So, we don't have Photoshop currently, guys and gals, so I made that picture of FZERO in editing software. Because I don't have Photoshop. Well, I mean, technically I have Photoshop again now, but I gotta put, like, a virus software upstairs. I gotta update it to Windows 11. It's running Windows 8! Oh, wait, no, I don't even think Windows 11 could work on that. Windows 10, maybe, it would upgrade to. The question is, and you could just, like, nod, or you know, since that thing has Windows 8 in it, would Windows offer to do a free install of Windows 10? Ah! Darn. Why did they do a free install for Windows 11 from Windows 10? Sure. Okie doke. When was Windows 11? It was last year? Windows 10 was 2015. Yeah. Darn. Ah! OH got glitched out. Hey, Phoenix Wright. Haven't seen you in a while. Luke, switch to Linux. I don't know how to use Linux, Loki. My dad uses Linux. I've been a PC user for... too embarrassed to say how long. I don't know. I've been a PC user ever since Warcraft 1. How's that? That'll give you a rough estimate. Although it used to be called PC CD-ROM when I was some of your age. Special event, pro racing, let's go. Seriously? That's it? After an hour? Come on. Come on, you two. No blasted interference and still you do this to me? Whatever. Actually, is it running anything? Because I haven't been paying attention. They said, oh, live streaming, I'm going to do this. Yeah, it says they're doing it. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Hey, Big J, how you doing? Well, at least it's a fun stream. Okay, yeah. Pro tracks. Oh, not Whiteland. I don't like this one. I don't like Deathwind, and I don't like Whiteland. Mute City, Big Blue, no problem. Port Town, okay. These two, no. Because in the Super Nintendo, I used to fly to my death. Especially that one turn. There was that one hard pin turn. And it's just insta-death. Now, I beat the original F-Zero. But I remember a lot of rage. A lot of rage. Because there's ice and all kinds of stuff here. Which is weird. Can we just go over to something Nintendo real quick? Quick question. These are hover cars. Why would ice be a problem? They don't have tires. They're hovering like a few inches off the ground. It's not going to impact how the car is moving because it has no traction on the ground. So why is it when you put ice on the ground, it causes problems for these hover cars? That's what I don't... If this is Mario Kart, yeah, I totally get it. You know, they're wheels. There's no wheels. Literally, it's hovering. It's a hover cart. It always bothered me as a kid. It was like, why is the ice causing problem? Why is the rocky terrain? I'm floating. I'm a floating car. That doesn't make any sense. Make that video game logic. Now, blowing up and smacking into the wall, that makes sense. Hitting a jump wrong and flying off, you know, the track, that makes sense. But changing the terrain on the ground when you're literally hovering above it doesn't make any sense. Your car wouldn't move faster or slower. It would move the same speed because hover car, hello? Ah. Whatever. Alright, 54. You, 54. New safe, 80. Alright. As long as I stay in this group, I'm good. Nice to get a little farther, but I'm in no hurry. I get 40th, that'd be good. Maybe 30th. Okay. But I'm not gonna push my luck. Ooh. Whoops, that was Yo! Okay! Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. Hey, Papyrus, how you doing? Papyrus giving me information to look for, I guess. At least, either that or he's talking to somebody else, he says. Basically, when you enter installation media from BIOS, you then enter Rage, Edit, and make changes that get rid of TMP check. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about something else. I'm out of the loop in my chat, so I don't know what that was. Maybe he's giving advice to somebody. Yo, Papyrus, is that for me? Oh, I think he's talking. He might be talking about Linux, maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe that car is heavy, the super heavy cause to go like ice. I don't know, Phoenix. I still think, based on the fact that it's a hover car, you know, since you're not really dealing with the changes to the terrain, because you're already floating above it, then it wouldn't matter if there's ice, snow, rocks, water. You would still move at the same speed because you're not actually interacting with it. You're not touching it. Yay, new color! I'm excited. Oh, I didn't crash! Look at that! Finished 10 races in a row with no crash outs. Okay! Let's go! I did pretty good. I'm happy with myself. Alright, continue this. Let's go. No crash outs. Luke, I believe you can still free update Windows 8 to 10? Ooh, Soulflare. I like that idea. The guy next to me says no, but we'll see. That'll be a fun little thing to try. Because I mean, there's a lot of warnings on that old PC, like you need to update, you need to prove that you have this. There's literally a thing that's saying you need to prove that you own Windows. Windows application's not working. You have to prove it. I'm like, what? It's like the proof is it turned on. It's right there. I don't even know where the key is. That's the problem. Unless it's like somewhere on the system. I think it might be like on the if you go to the HP properties or whatever, where it shows you your specs. I think it might show you your key for Windows there. I hope, because if it's on a piece of paper somewhere, forget about it. It's gone. I didn't even know that computer. I was thinking, you know what? There was a giant spider. My definition of giant spider, like the size of a quarter. Yeah. That was living up in the office, which was part of the reason why I kind of skedaddled there in 2018. I saw that thing when I was writing Batman lore, and I was like, nope. And Amber was like, what are you doing downstairs? You usually write upstairs. It's like, oh, I needed a change of scenery. 6 years later. Oh, I'm back up in the office. The spider's not here. Coincidence? But also, you know, I did make it easier for the spider to live up there because there was boxes up the wazoo. I became a bit of a hoarder upstairs. Because I'd get all these packages from people and I couldn't do unboxings anymore because of that blasted COPPA law. So I had all these action figures and all these like collectibles and things that developers were sending me when they sent me their games. And they're just piling dust and hanging out in boxes because I couldn't do much for them. I even had a card table up there where I could have like a spinny platform. I was getting all this professional equipment in 2018 because Amber and I like were trying to find out fun ways of keeping the channel going and changing up stuff, and we had made like this little backdrop of Gotham City out of cardboard. She like painted it. It was beautiful. Shadow peed on it, but before that it was beautiful, and we were going to use that for our unboxings along with the table, because people forget my wife is a graphic artist, so she's very talented with art. I'm not. I can't even draw stick figures. Even my stick figures don't look straight. They're all crooked and wavy lined, and it's like, you know, I'm Michael J. Fox trying to make, you know, a stick figure man, pretty much. I can't, you know, not shake and draw. Even in Photoshop sometimes, like, especially the newer Photoshop, it makes it really annoying for me when I'm trying to cut out things using the lasso tool, because CS6 was nicer to me. The new, whatever it is, Adobe Photoshop, whatever it's called. Oh, Creative Cloud? That's a stupid name. Shadow being a menace. Well, I mean, Shadow ruined a laptop that we have in storage she literally desecrated. And I have been too afraid to open the laptop because it looks like almost like her liquid created kind of like an acidic effect, and the bag that the laptop is eroded. Like it sat so long it literally decayed, so it's got like this brown, it's gross looking, But I know that if I dump that, then someone can get all the information on there. So I just keep that thing. But that thing's got to be hazardous because who knows? Because remember, there's a battery in those laptops. Like, if the cat liquid mixed with the battery, maybe that could be like something, a fatal gas could be created. I don't know. But I haven't. Also, it was sitting outside for 2 years. Like, after Shadow passed, we threw that laptop in a plastic bag. Garbage bag, and it was sitting on our porch for 2 years. So it's had rain, sun, heat, cold, everything on it. There's no way that laptop still works, I don't think. But it was probably ruined the moment Shadow did her thing. That was my laptop that I used to take to conventions. So it had all kinds of important press contacts on there and everything, but when I tested the laptop before I decided to put it outside, it didn't turn on. So I'm thinking she did ruin it somehow, but I don't know. I couldn't keep that in my house because it was a horrible smell. But it's sitting in my storage locker if anybody wants to go over that. I wouldn't want to. Remove the drive and trash the laptop. See, I didn't want to give that to you because, yeah. I don't know. My mind wanders about stuff. Yeah. Because I think, okay, this is going to create some type of toxic chemical.
White land.
Ah! I don't like white land. I don't like Deathwind. I don't like white land. More ice that's going to impact my hover car. Hooray! Oh my gosh. I have a cooler car now, yay. I got a reward for being a safe motorist. I love it. I didn't even realize I actually raced 10 races without blowing up. I was just having fun racing. Oh no, ice! Impacting my hover vehicle. Oh no. I don't know how, I'm not touching the ground. Ow, 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 ow. I am touching that, though. Electric barriers of death. What? I don't know what my place is. I can't read Japanese. Speaking English. Somebody's in... Francis is in first place. That's impressive. Nope. I mean, there's still a chance they could show up on the Sonic stream. I don't know. Whoops. Whee! Oh, wow, I'm not doing very good. I'm not doing very good. Oh no, don't drop me down here. Don't drop me down here in the middle of the turn, that would be bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is good. Okay, what place is that? Better than that. Oh. Come on, seriously? Look at that, that's ridiculous. That many people watching and just this? Likes is 132? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Next like goal. Clark Kent asked a question. What's Clark Kent's question? Clark Kent asked a question. I was driving. I usually remove the drive when trashing a PC. The drive after I wipe the info, I will drill holes and smash it with a hammer. I'm paranoid about anyone else trying to get my data, lol. That's awesome. Are you going to play Arkham Origins this Christmas? If not, I understand. Amber's going to play it this year. I think that's when she's playing Arkham Origins. You guys have seen me play through Arkham Origins so many times. I think she wants to. She's actually doing really well at the Arkham games when they don't get DDoSed up the crap. Like, she's actually improved dramatically. She really has. Watching her combat level improve from Arkham Asylum all the way to Arkham Knight is actually pretty impressive. She's almost incorporating gadget takedowns in the middle of her combos now. So, I mean, I've been playing Arkham for 10 years, and the amount of skill that she's showing is pretty impressive, because I had to learn to do that stuff over the course of a decade to really improve my gameplay and get better, and she's really surprising me. She's only been playing for 6 months now, and she's getting pretty good. Much better than those times where we gave Amber the Arkham game. It was kind of like my wife plays Arkham and everybody's like, lol. It's like, if they ever made another Batman game, I think Amber would do very well with it. Not saying they're going to, but if they did make another Arkham-style game, I also think that she would surprise people playing Assassin's Creed. I think that she could play that pretty well. Because once you learn how to play games like Arkham and Spider-Man, then making the transition to, like, Assassin's Creed or one of those other stealth-like games is not a big problem. Like, you know. And people have to understand that gender doesn't play a role in video games at all. It has to do with, you know, time and skill. And, you know, reflexes and stuff like that. So anybody can play a video game, and anyone can get good at a game. There is natural talent, sure, but just like with learning an instrument, like, anyone can learn to play and play well. It's like the difference is being able to play with soul and heart. That takes talent. Crap. Amber is doing an awesome job with all the games she plays. Yes, she is. Well, so much for not blowing up in 10 times. No other skin bonus for me. Now the clock starts over. How many times without incident? Oops. I was going for a longer thing, and it didn't work out for me. Darn! On Mute City, of all places. Crashed out on the first circuit. Bah! And now I lost all my tickets, and I can't go back in, can I? Doggone it! Grrr. Grr, 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 grr. Please read my previous thing. What? Whippersnappers?
Yeah.
Whippersnappers nowadays? Wow. JAM477 has a question. Going back. I don't see anybody named Jam. Does that mean when Injustice 3 comes out, you might be in trouble? Yes! I think so. Yeah. But I mean, that makes it more interesting than having, like, usually what happened with the Injustice games and fighting games in general is to make versus modes interesting is I don't play as the characters that I'm really good as. Like, you know, Amber and I are both, like, at a somewhat of a disadvantage when we battle each other. Now, I have 30 years experience when it comes to Street Fighter games, so for the most part, I know how to play as most characters, but are they my mains? No. Ryu and Ken are my mains. Or Sakura. Or Guy. It depends on the Street Fighter game, whether it's Alpha, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter EX, Street Fighter 4, stuff like that. But other characters like Chun-Li or Vega or Bison or whatever, you know, when people pick me to play those characters, I'm not very good at those characters. Maybe Amber is, I don't know. But it makes things interesting. But now it's getting to the point, because she's learned so many different types of games, that over time, Yeah, in a year or two, she could definitely smoke me. Probably. Or at least it'll be really close, and I think that would make for some interesting matches. She was getting really good in Dragon Ball FighterZ before we stopped covering that, if I remember correctly. You know. So, and it's a lot better than, you know, videos of just, like, it being a one-sided fight. It's more exciting when both players are, you know, kind of on the same footing a little bit. So that's why I purposely play characters I'm not good at, or used to with our versus uploads, is it would make things interesting, because while I had some familiarity of the characters, I don't know them like the back of my hand unless it's, you know, a specific character I've been playing for a very long time. It changes it up a little bit, because it's like, I'm playing this character for the first time, or maybe whatever, and Amber's playing her character, but at the same time, you know, Amber, when she plays the first time, can be pretty intimidating, depending on, you know, if she gets a flow going, and she picks a good character that matches with sometimes her frantic button mashing style, can put me in a lot of trouble. Especially for a character I'm not familiar with playing, like a grappler character or whatever. But if they ever do an Injustice 3, yeah, I think that Amber would get much better. Easily. Just like if I had, you know, kids now, then I'm sure my kids would be giving me a hard time. Especially if I had them 10 years ago. Alright, how we doing? We're at the 8 o'clock thing, and we're still... My gosh, are you serious? Hour and 22 minutes. So, I don't even know how slow that's moving. That would... there might be giving me 30 views every 10 minutes. Even though I've got... How many people watching? 135? Wow, YouTube, you suck. That doesn't make any sense. That's not how math works. What's the watch time? The watch time is pretty good watch time. Yay, another blue falcon. I don't like the color green though. I'm gonna keep using my color. Luke Sensei, what is going to be the 10 or midnight stream tonight? I don't know yet. Sonic is next. Sonic will be moved a little bit. Well, actually, I think Sonic has the same... I don't like this Windows 11 thing. It's very confusing. I was just trying to open this to get the clock to pop up more, and it's not showing the clock.
You have to close all the notifications.
You have to close all the notifications? I'll do that later. It's too confusing. I loved Windows 10. Well, green is my favorite color. I know Super Yoshi because you're Super Yoshi. Are you guys done with the Teal Mask DLC? No, tomorrow. We were going to do it today, but we didn't know if stuff would be wrecked. That's why we have stuff happening here, now, then. But like a girl who gets stood up on prom, after getting all primped and ready, that's what I feel like. So... And I didn't even make an announcement that... I said that people were coming to take the router back, but they were coming Saturday, and then they changed it to later this week. Because they didn't... The guy got COVID, who was coming, one of their technicians, so... And since they don't have a lot of people at their, you know, ISP provider or whatever, it's a very small Pennsylvania company, they had to reschedule. So I'm still here using my old router and all that other stuff. I feel bad for the router, though, because it's going to be... If they're going to be using it to, you know, look over all the data, they're probably going to junk the thing after they get everything off of it. It's a good router, it's just, you know, had some bad circumstances happen to it. It was basically bad touched by a lot of people. And then it's going to be put out of its misery, probably, and recycled for parts once they're done with it. I don't know. It's not the router's fault. Router couldn't consent to all the bad people doing stuff to it. The router's just there to, you know, provide internet service and live streaming, and, you know, some very sick, twisted people came and messed with it, and, you know, now it's gonna go to some lab where it's gonna be opened up, and they're gonna take all the data off of it, and then probably just get rid of the router. You'll never see action again. Unless they refurbish it, I don't know what happens. I'm just imagining what happens when they strip the data off something. Like, they're going to be taking everything off of it. All its logs, all its stuff. Yeah. That's good. Whoop. Poor little router. Actually, you can buy your own router and modem if your ISP allows it. I'm talking to them about doing something. I am considering that because Travis is now involved with the whole situation, and he has some ideas. He has some things, but the problem is when Travis K-Bro recommends things to me, they end up being expensive things. Like that server he put together for me was an amazing server, but I've used it for 1 year, and it's been sitting upstairs as an expensive paperweight. Like, that thing had cutting-edge technology when it was installed in 2018. Or, no, 2016. And that cutting-edge technology was expensive. I think that server cost about $2,000 to put together back in 2016, and that was just for the parts. There was also a labor fee from K-Bro. So, he did amazing things with that, and that definitely worked out for us, but we don't have a network of computers anymore. Like, Amber and I weren't, you know, we were making so many videos that we needed multiple PCs to edit and storage and Photoshop and all this other stuff and live streaming, and we only use one computer for streaming now. So I mean, everything changed. Yeah, that was an expensive investment, though. But I don't even know the password to that thing, to be honest. It doesn't even have a monitor. You know that big expensive, like, or the really nice looking tower case that's on the floor in the office? That connects to not a monitor, but a television. And then there was a keyboard that used to sit on top of it. And then there was this very specific password that was encrypted that you had to type in to gain access to it. And I lost that. So I have no idea how to ever use that thing again. But I know it has SSD stuff in it. It had cutting-edge SSD stuff in there for, like, 2016. That thing flies when it... But it also, it's very loud because it has, like, so many fans in there. In fact, I remember... Travis used to get annoyed with me, but when I was recording Batman videos upstairs... even though Amber was making art downstairs, or wherever she was, and connected to the server, since the server was in the office of the first Pennsylvania place I lived in, I would turn off the server so I could do quiet recording, and then turn the server back on. And sometimes Amber would be trying to send the files onto the server for the Photoshop stuff, and it wasn't working, and she was like, huh, we paid all this money for the server, and it's not working, and I'm like, oh yeah, that pesky thing. Wonder why it stopped working. Must have been a bug. And then later I remember I'm eating a sandwich. It's like, oh right, I had the server unplugged from the hours of blah 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 when I was recording an Arkham lore. I should probably tell Amber, and then it's like, yeah, I forgot. A week goes by, it's like, it happens again. But I mean, that thing is super loud. I accidentally turned it on last night. And it was like a jet engine turning on. I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, the neighbors are going to start pounding on the wall next door. Because it was like, what is inside this thing? You know what it sounded like? It sounded like, maybe you guys are too young to remember this, but the Batmobile from Adam West. The turbine to speed thing, when he would switch that thing on. Turbines to power, blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, aircraft carrier getting ready to take off or something. It's so loud. It sounds cool. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, but I've never really used it. In fact, Travis stopped asking me about the server by 2018 because I'm pretty sure he assumed that I just didn't use it because I was complaining of space issues. He's like, how can you have space issues? You've got like 6 terabytes on that thing. Like, that thing had the most terabytes installed on it for 2016. Like, it's filled with stuff. And it probably has a lot of my work on there from my entire career up until that point. I'm pretty sure he put all my videos, all my written stuff, like all my lores on there, Photoshop files, going back a decade. And I mean, it turned on, so I'm assuming it still works. But I mean, just like with a laptop, that doesn't necessarily mean it still works. Just because you can hear it running doesn't necessarily mean it's working. So, oh, there's like Papyrus inside that server thing. There's like 8 fans. And you can kind of like peer inside, and you can see like there's this massive fan, and what I'm assuming is hard drives like in the slots, and there's fans on the side, and it's like I'm surprised he didn't put a coolant. I think he asked me about a coolant system, but I asked him, is there chemicals in there? He says, well, it'll be coolant, and I said, no, make it without the coolant system. He's like, well, it's going to cost you more if I put more fans in there. It's like, I don't want chemicals in my office. So I didn't say it like that because Travis was a friend, and I was just like, I don't want chemicals in my office. If that thing explodes, I don't, toxic vapor or something like that. Just, no. Is there a safe alternative thing you can do in there? And he's like, I can add more fans, but the more fans I put in there, it's going to be loud. And also, it's going to cost more. And it's like, well, I don't like chemicals. I don't like, any of that stuff. So just fans, please. He's like, okay. Then he installed the fans. And sure enough, the thing was loud. But it worked. I mean, when I used it, I have no idea if maybe Travis has the password somewhere, but I don't think I have the right monitor for that either. The LCD TV that's next to it, I don't think it has a monitor out. That's in the basement now for Amber's TV, because that used to be the monitor for that, or that the TV that could be used as a monitor was up in the office for the longest time. Now it's downstairs, whatever Amber wants to use it for. Or if there's a guest, because there's going to be a bed downstairs. It's going to be a guest room. / Amber's do whatever she wants music area. Do whatever she wants. Do you think she's successful with the getting the piano fixed, or you think it can't be done? They probably got it fixed. Wow. I don't hear them testing it though. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, okay? I was, stood up. Yeah, Zelda, link is up here, so... Link is up here. Well, I didn't blow up again. That's good. Servers have high RPM fans for multiple CPUs and a lot of RAM. Fans are needed, otherwise it would be a meltdown, lol. Thank you, Danny. Green team wins! What are we gonna do for Halloween? What are you talking about, OH? Some CPUs and GPUs today require liquid coolers that are hooked up to a radiator. Yeah, no. No, I'm not. No. I don't do that. I don't like chemicals. This nope. Who's Travis? One of Luke's best friends? Yeah. Water cooling is great, Luke. HD 4K videos take up a lot of drive space. Oh yeah, they do. Considering we have let's see. That was back when we did 720p uploads and started doing 1080p. 1080p 50-minute video is how many gig is it? Where is it? Wait, how do I even navigate this Windows 11? Alright, upload, that is... Hi, little Link, what's going on, buddy? Hi, how you doing? It's a good kitty. Aw, thanks for the headbutt, I appreciate that. Alright, so, for a 54-minute 1080p upload, you're looking at about 5 to 6 gigabytes. If you go 4K, you're much more. So I don't really have any 4K videos, but I do have about 8,000 videos that are 720p from the years 2009. No, 2010 through 2014. I believe we started doing 1080p. I think we did 1080p uploads starting in 2015 with Arkham Knight and Disney Infinity 3, I believe. And then we started adding all those. So, I mean, there's about 8,000 to 9,000 videos just on that server. And it still has plenty of room from what I remember. Like, after Travis put all our video archives on there, there's still, like, at least there's like 4 terabytes left. So, in theory, if I downloaded all the videos we do now, I might be able to... It would probably fill up the server now, though. Because, I mean, live streams are much bigger. Like, 2-hour live stream, when you download that thing as a 1080p thing, you're looking at anywhere between 17 to 10 gigabytes per stream. In fact, I live stream about 2 terabytes a month. That's 120 live streams, 2.5 hours. So. He ran away. He saw you coming and he took off. No. I am on the thing, but okay. I think this is the last. Woohoo! I might actually get a higher thing this time. Maybe. Yeah. Uh-oh. Never mind. Oh! 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 Right at the finish line by a Japanese guy. Come on! Side explosion. All right. We're almost out. Look at that. They're just sitting there right on the edge of 1,000. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Let's go, baby. Defeat. There we go. All right, cool. All right. So, after getting all dressed up and ready, no biting. No biting. But I still had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for the super chats. You guys know what the next stream is. Be starting up in about, I don't even know what time it is. It's 8, is it 8:25? I could probably make the 8:45. I don't have access to my Twitter or Facebook because the computer that used to advertise that is toast. So, yeah. And this computer is not connected to that for safety reasons. Anyway, I will see you guys for Sonic in a little bit, and find out what's happening and what's going on. So, Luke, Luke, ever watched a movie called Moulin Rouge? Yes, I have. Amber likes that movie. Alright. Okay, guys, thanks so much. You'll be redirected, and see you in a little bit. God bless, happy gaming, all that good stuff. We'll be back. Or I will. I will be back. Oh, wait, no, I don't do that here. I'm missing steps.